Have you ever heard of the Serval Cat? No, it's not a new breed of cat that your neighbor is trying to sell you on Instagram. It's a wild cat, and let me tell you, this feline is one of nature's most peculiar creations. If you've ever seen one, you might think it looks like a cat that got mixed up in a genetic lottery. They've got long legs, huge ears, and spots that make them look like they're wearing a fashionable coat designed by a very confused designer. Let's start with the basics. The serval, scientifically known as Leptolurus serval, is native to Africa. These cats are medium-sized, but don't let that fool you. They're built like they're training for the feline Olympics. With legs proportionally longer than any other wild cat, they can leap up to 13 feet in one bound. That's right, these cats can jump higher than most of us can reach on our tiptoes. You've got to wonder if they're part kangaroo or something. Imagine a cat that can pounce on a bird mid-flight or snatch a rodent right out of its burrow. It's like they're living in a cartoon. Now, let's talk about those ears. Servals have the largest ears relative to their body size of any cat species. They look like satellite dishes ready to pick up signals from Mars. These oversized ears aren't just for show, they serve a purpose. A serval can hear a mouse squeaking under 3 feet of grass. That's some serious auditory talent. When you think about it, it's like having built-in headphones that allow them to tune into their favorite rodent radio station at all times. But here's the kicker. Servals are not your typical cuddly house pets. They're wild animals with instincts sharper than their claws. Sure, they might look cute and cuddly when they're kittens, but once they grow up, they can be aloof and independent, kind of like that friend who only calls when they need something. They don't want to be petted or snuggled. They'd rather stalk around their territory like royalty surveying their kingdom. And speaking of territory, these cats are solitary creatures. They don't do well in groups unless it's mating season or there's food involved. They roam vast areas in search of prey, which mainly consists of rodents. Up to 4,000 of them in a single year. That's right, each serval is like a tiny exterminator for your backyard pests. If you've got a rodent problem, forget about traps, just get yourself a serval. But remember, they're not exactly the type to curl up on your couch afterward. Now let's consider their diet for a moment. These cats are carnivores with discerning tastes. They'll eat anything from frogs to birds to small mammals. And when they catch their dinner, they play with it first. Yes, I said play. Like a child with a new toy before realizing it's dinner time. It's almost as if they're saying, I'm going to enjoy this hunt just as much as I enjoy the meal. But here's where things get tricky for potential pet owners. Servals are not meant for life in captivity unless you have an estate the size of Texas and the patience of a saint. They need space to roam and explore, something most households simply can't provide. And when people realize that owning one isn't all fun and games, well, let's just say there are more servals looking for new homes than there are people who can handle them. In conclusion, the serval cat is one of nature's most fascinating creatures, a blend of beauty and wildness that defies easy categorization. With their striking appearance and incredible hunting skills, they are truly remarkable animals deserving of respect and admiration from afar. So next time someone mentions servals at a party, you'll know exactly what they're talking about. Not just another cute cat video, but an extraordinary wild hunter that embodies the spirit of Africa's savannas.